evening, gentle listeners or watchers, and welcome to Distractible. This episode, winning Wade the Torso Terror has a Pokemon marriage, pseudo-seances, then slams scalpers. Broken Bob narrates nuances for the listeners, gets infested by evil, and rates curses. Moneyless Mark wants flipping fans, drowns in the deep, has 9 inches, and endorses Big Brother. From prognostications to solving scamming. It's time for... Wade definitely has a topic. Now sit back and prepare to be distracted and enjoy the show.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Distractible. I'm today's host. Those are words I don't get to say often enough anymore, but today, I do. I may already declare myself the winner today just so I can host again, but I guess we'll see what happens in the end. Spoilers, I don't even know yet. Joined as always by my co-hosts, Mark and Bob. Hi guys.
I'm glad you don't know the future. That makes me feel much better about all of this.
This episode is not rigged, believe it or not.
We'll see if I believe that.
I just realized something. We have a problem. I'm in trouble. I'm looking around my desk, and I'm noticing that there's one thing missing from my undisclosed location.
You don't have any lens caps?
Oh, I got lens caps, but I don't have a coin. And I think the Constitution specifically dictates that it must be a coin.
Uh-oh. I'm sure that won't come up.
I don't know the exact qualification with which that is going to be a problem for me, but it's currently a problem. But I have a lens cap.
I would allow a substitute lens cap. I'm not going to be a hard ass about this.
The Constitution says either a coin or specifically a lens cap, and it has to be a lens cap.
Look, if there's one person that loves all the rules we've set and is a diehard follower, it's today's host.
I want one of our fans who really loves statistics and numbers to go get a lens cap and flip it 1,000 times and measure how often it lands on heads and tails to see how fair a lens cap is, and then do that with like 5 other brands of lens cap to find the most fair lens cap.
Yeah, you got to cover across brands, because what is that one? That's not a Canon that you have in front of you, is it?
This is a Tamron.
No, it was a lens cap. A Canon fires balls.
This is a new camera from my usual one, so let's see how it's good at close focus. Ah, nice and slow.
Oh, that's pretty crispy. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But it's there.
Takes its sweet time with that focus pull.
But I can zoom.
Me too. Wade, can you do it?
I like how your face gets creepier whenever you do the zoom feature.
That's just my face.
Why do you tilt?
You should just lean forward and down like me.
It's way less creepy.
I wish I could reach my zoom ring without having to fucking cover my whole camera.
I also have a zoom feature. Whoa!
Wow.
I got a lot of torso.
You're a leany man.
Like Leany Boog.
Leany boob?
I even pronounced it hard.
Leany, what did you pronounce hard?
I'm not saying it again.
I heard leany boo. I wasn't paying very close attention.
I'm not playing these games. I'm downloading Steam and I'm playing Power Wash Simulator.
That's a good, dude. Have you played the Star Wars DLC? I was sponsored for it, but like, regardless.
You got sponsored? Wait, why did I get sponsored? Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Everybody knows Wade as the guy who plays Power Wash Simulator. I don't know what you're so mad about.
Okay, one, that feels like an insult to me.
You should be insulted. I'm insulting you.
They wanted someone, a little bit more, got what I got and you got.
What do you got that I don't got? I can name like a million things that I got that you don't got.
Height, humbleness.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
For the listeners, Mark was counting his hairs on his head.
Okay, we don't have to tell the listeners everything. Some things could just die.
I just want to make sure they're up to speed. I don't want them to feel left out.
No, I was, though. I got to do the DLC for Monster. It was really cool.
Where are people trying to talk to me? That's what I wonder. Because like they must have tried to talk to me, right? They must have.
Hold on. Can we just, if Wade got this, I definitely got it.
I'm just saying, I literally am the Power Wash guy. I'm the Power Wash guy. There's no other guy besides me, right?
That's what I call him.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
I did give GoPro a lot of free publicity before I got the...
Oh, you did a whole Power Wash series. I don't think that was sponsored, was it?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, you're right. Man, you're so right. Oh, man, and handsome.
Just give Bob like a free 10 points for not questioning the fact that I got a sponsorship.
But you're so handsome. But I said you were handsome.
Man, I've never felt so slapped and beat up from just words before.
I didn't question it because I just assume that you're lying.
I will show you all the contracts right now in Minecraft. Wait, I don't have to allege that. That's true. I could just show you.
Prove to me the amount of money they sponsored you for by sending me that exact amount, and I will believe you.
You know, I was starting to go for it, and then you just kept talking. So now's I'm not gonna.
Oh no!
I'm not giving any points. You know what? Fuck you guys.
What are we doing here? Podcast?
Mark's playing Power Wash instead of participating at the moment, which is probably good for his points.
I'm sending I forgot I have to send a contract along. You know, business stuff.
That means he forgot to download Power Wash. So when he's downloading it, then he'll play.
He's buying the DLC currently. He's like, oh, Star Wars DLC. Oh shit. Oh god. Why do I always have to put the security code in? I use this every.
I'm Markiplier. I forgot what it was like to buy a game.
I buy all my games, and frankly, when I play indie games, I still tip the developer most of the time.
Good boy.
I'm not on a high horse about this, but as content creators, we kind of should. Like, there's such an ethical gray area of people where it's like, because I get why devs are like, oh, here's a key, play our game. But if you get that for free and you don't disclose that, even though it's just the dev like sharing, like, that's a huge issue. You know, lots of streamers and YouTubers get in big trouble, have gotten in big trouble for that. It's a big thing. And I feel like lots of people, I have no proof of anyone specifically, but I just feel like you get so many emails when you're on like the lists as a content creator type person. I know there are people out there who are like, oh, free key, and they play the game and then whatever, and they never, ever disclose that shit. I always buy the game just because I'm like, stay away, FTC. I'm cool. Like,
yeah, I don't want to deal with any of that.
I feel like we're pretty good whenever we get keys. We don't do it with us three, but like the other recording group, I do.
You have other recording groups?
Don't listen, Mark. He's still lying. He doesn't have any other friends. It's just us. That's why he comes back despite the way we treat him.
But God, wouldn't that be depressing? You guys were my only friends.
It is, I know.
That's why I'm bald and sad.
I know.
I introduced you all are assholes. Is that small talk?
Yep.
Small talk?
Well, since we didn't have small talk last week, am I allowed to talk about the fact that I was hospitalized for 3 days?
No. Mark, you got any small talk?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Thanks. Bob.
Just kidding, Bob. The floor's yours.
No, I was interested to hear what Mark was going to say. I don't know.
I know, but he's so busy with Power Wash Sim and not trusting my brand deals that I think you should go first. Unless Mark wants to go first.
I'll go first.
We can flip a coin, see who goes first. Do you guys have coins?
We got a lens cap.
I think unless something specific is triggered, only Wade really needs to flip a coin for this one if we're going to do that. I don't think.
Bob, you're such a good storyteller. Maybe you should let Mark go first just so he has a chance at anything.
It's honestly not that crazy, but it was miserable, so they've got that going for me.
Okay, Mark, you should definitely go first because if he's miserable, we're going to have Bob's Fridge Part 3.
I, as you know, am sponsored by GoPro, code Markiplier, MARKIBLIER, at checkout for 10% off. Also, this podcast is sidelong also sponsored. Did you know that?
Do we have our own code, or is our code also Markiplier?
No, there's actually, they gave us Distractible as well. DISTRACDIBLE. It's been so long since we've spelled out our name like that in ad reads.
I know. We used to do that all the time. It is weird.
Anyway, I went in the pool. This guy did. I did because I got the GoPro and it's waterproof, right? So I was like, I think I'll try to film some stuff. I'll do some where I do a big punch like I did before. It'll be fun. And I enjoyed swimming. Also, I almost drowned so many times because I'm incredibly out of shape and I cannot hold my breath for nearly as long as I think I can. I kept dropping the GoPro down because I don't know why. My brain was like, it's going to float, right? And my pool's not like incredibly deep, but I think it's like, I don't know, like it has a deep spot that's about 8 feet or something, maybe more.
That's like 10 Markipliers.
You think I'm 9 inches tall or 8 and some fractions tall?
Well, yeah, I got your like my own little Tinkerbell. I just tuck in my pocket.
8 divided by, how about you say, like 10? Did you say 10? Oh man, I'm 0.8. I'm 0.8 of a foot. What's 0.8 times 12? I'm 9.6 inches. That's what you think of me, friend?
Hey, a lot of people would kill to be 9.6 inches.
That's true. You're right. You think I'm 9.6 inches.
Yeah,
all right.
That's right.
Okay,
You're
all
welcome.
right,
You're
okay,
welcome,
all right.
buddy.
Yeah,
You're
all right.
welcome.
I get you, man. Okay, all right.
Around.
Holy shit. Wait, no, is that No, okay, that's not that crazy. Well, I mean, no, do you mean circumference or diameter? What are we talking here?
I think he means circumference.
Well, that's a perfectly average circumference then. So I go down and I kept going down to the bottom and grabbing it and then panicking very quickly. And every time, I don't know what this is, I have the reverse mammalian breath reflex, whereas right before I breach the surface, I go with water. And I don't know why.
Oh yeah, the drown me reflex. I love that reflex.
I'm not a pool guy, so I'm so close. I'm like, I'm there.
Was your uncle like a fish or something? You're like, oh, I better get some water before I make my jump.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it wasn't working out for me.
I know it's not the same thing. Does the pool, especially swimming down to the deep end, does that trigger your ocean fear reflex thing, or is that literally like, that's the ocean, this is a pool? That's really obviously not the same.
If I'm in a pool alone, then yeah, there are suddenly going to be sharks spawning in the pool when I'm not looking, and I have to get out of it immediately. But Amy was there, and so that helped. And
I won't swim alone either, and it's not because of that. It's because "Are you afraid of the dark" episode.
So every time you came up, Amy just sees you go down, coming up almost to the surface, and then dying a little bit, and it's just like, he's fine.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she was just filming me from the side, just she put up a good Instagram story of just me with like the snorkel that goes up over the front for some reason, but it's just me like doing pirouettes in it. I get the top under the water and don't even think about it.
Oh God, you're so brave, gagging on water to see if you could take it.
I had this idea, though. Wouldn't you guys agree? On a stream I talked about this, because GoPro doesn't make this. I don't know if any camera maker make this, but they have. GoPro makes this thing that's a smaller version of it. It has built-in lights, right? Why don't they make a night vision one of those, where the light is an IR light, so that you have both a night vision camera and the built-in IR light, like the Sony camcorders that Ethan and I used for Unisonus all the time for the night videos. No one makes infrared cameras anymore. No one makes night vision cameras, but it's such a useful thing.
I don't know the physics of it, but like, does infrared, because it's a lower frequency light wave, does it not travel through water as well? Because clearly, like, light travels through water, light gets diffracted or whatever. It's different when it goes through water, right? It's darker, quicker as opposed to air. So,
yeah.
Like, maybe infrared doesn't penetrate water adequately for that to be like a valuable thing.
Oh, interesting. No, you're totally right.
Is there other like night vision technology other than infrared that could work as an underwater? I mean, maybe, but it probably costs like $1 to
really powerful flashlights.
I mean, ultraviolet, but I don't know if you could make a camera that does that, because most cameras can capture IR naturally. They actually have built-in IR filters to pull out the infrared. I don't know how many cameras can film ultraviolet. Get on that, GoPro. Hey, GoPro, use code Markiplier to buy your supplies. I think it'll still work.
They're sitting at their desk like, that's brilliant.
That's brilliant. What's just GoPro's just a bunch of cigars smoking. That's brilliant.
I don't know, GoPro was run by the epic rap battles of history guy. That's so brilliant.
I hope you guys used our codes while they lasted. They're both gone now.
You're right. Damn.
The CEO of GoPro sitting at home watching this episode like, how do they know?
You went on with your hospital nonsense.
Well, now it's all hyped up. It's definitely... anyway, it's not good. And I have an open wound on the bottom of my foot currently. And it's very open, which is not great. The bigger, honestly, the wound, the cut, or whatever, the hole in me is not the big problem. The big problem was that it got infected. I had this for a while, and I was sort of taking care of it and just living with it, but I wasn't taking particular care of it. But it seemed fine. I had been keeping it clean and just like trying to keep off of it, but not aggressively. And it got infected. So like on Thursday, I went to, Thursday, 2 weeks ago now, but I went to an urgent care and they were like, oh, yeah, no, that doesn't look very good. Okay. And they gave me some antibiotics. But then literally the next day on Friday, it got worse and worse and felt like my leg was going to explode. And like my whole leg from the knee down was like bright red. It was like, okay, well, we should probably go to the ER, I guess. I don't know if one pill a day of antibiotics is going to do. And I went, and the doctor at the ER actually saw me very quickly. I was very impressed. It was very nice. We were in a room in the ER within like, God, I swear it was like half an hour. But the doctor was like, okay, take your socks off, whatever. And Bet sort of looked down at my foot and just went, oh, I don't like that. And like walked out of the room. Like, oh no. Oh God. Okay. Wow.
He handed in his medical license, was like, I quit.
I don't like this. I'm out.
But so I had an infection, was pretty unpleasant, slept in the hospital well, I didn't sleep the first night. I went to the hospital late at night on Friday. I didn't get into a room until 7:30 in the morning, and I did not get to sleep for any of that. So I was just like sitting up in waiting rooms in the hospital, mostly waiting to get somewhere where they could start giving me like medicine and shit. I got to eat hospital food. Dude, I don't know if we just have a fancy hospital and I haven't gotten the bill yet, so I may regret this, but it was like room service and shit. It wasn't just like, oh, here's your prison meal. I had to call every meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I had to call and be like, oh yeah, I'd like some bacon and eggs. You just order whatever the fuck you want. It's like being on a cruise ship. It's crazy. It's like all inclusive, except I paid for it, I think.
Yeah.
All exclusive.
But like, it wasn't bad. The hospital food was pretty good. And aside from being painfully boring, I'm fine. Infection is fine. But I do have, my leg is wrapped up from the knee down. And I have a huge puffy thing on my foot to try and alleviate the pressure, because the problem is it's on the bottom of my foot. So when I walk on it, it sort of prevents it from healing properly. I'm going to be fine, but there was definitely a couple days where I was laying in the hospital bed by myself, just like bored out of my mind. Like, God, they're probably going to cut my foot off, I guess. Fuck, I don't know what's that. Like, doesn't feel very good. It's fine. I'll be fine. I do feel like I was hospitalized. So wait, if you give me a couple pity points. I feel like that's pretty fair.
Well, I'm writing something down.
And I'm not going to say I'll judge you as a person and our friendship will be affected if you choose not to give me a couple points for that. But
So you're saying I have an out?
Depending on how this episode goes and the game, the way it is prepared goes, I think my only strategy to win is to land on witness protection 3 times in a row. I think that there's possibility. I think I still got a chance. So really pulling for that.
Based on the current score, I think you still have a chance.
Can I get a pity point for something? So I have these ergonomic bead wrist rests for my keyboard and stuff. And I bought another one. And I've been practicing Five Nights at Freddy's 2 1020 mode. So my lot of mouse movement, I need a new one. And I was like, oh, it came, it arrived. It's here. And I get the scissors to go open it and cut right into it. I cut straight into it. It just started falling out. I bought it and it was just like, oh my God. So yeah, that didn't.
Did you not see the small decal on the package that said no sharps?
I have to use a big knife.
With non-sharps, Mark. With non-sharps.
Well, I just opened this with my bare hands and sharps, so I think I'm all right.
I've been buying a lot of Pokemon cards, as I was talking about, and I've gotten some online, like from eBay and stuff. And some of the way people seal cards is they tape it up in like bubble wrap. Inside the bubble wrap are 2 pieces of cardboard taped on all 4 sides. And then they'll tape the thing the card is in to the cardboard. And then that is also taped closed. And then once you get that open, then there's the hard case that they tape over the top so the card doesn't slide out. And some of this tape was made by God. There is no, you have to cut it. Like, there's no other way. And I've got this card, it's worth whatever, anywhere from $10 to a couple $100, whatever. And it's like, I've got my X-Acto. That was some loud thunder. I got my X-Acto knife and I'm like, please don't cut this card. I've spent an hour trying to open. I'm going to have your experience with the Pokemon card. It's going to be very sad.
But if you do that, all the other cards in the world go up in value. So
it's like a public service.
Watching people that do card openings and then cut the cards in half or light them on fire or eat them. After I own a copy of the card, those hurt me slightly less.
I can't say I've watched for any length of time, but my interest has been piqued in the Pokemon stuff. So I have been buying a couple packs because my Target seems to always have packs of the completely unpopular sets just on the shelf at MSRP. But when I'm scrolling on socials and all those videos of people who open like 3,000 packs of Pokemon cards a day in their stream every single, and they just have like a utility knife or like a razor blade, and they're just like flap, new pack, whoosh with the blade and fucking tear it open. And I'm like, God damn, what if one of those is actually worth something? Like, Jesus Christ. The people who open them like it's a factory assembly lines, I couldn't watch it. It stresses me out. I know that the one pack I bought at Target that they had is not going to have a $50,000 card in it, but I'm still like, I tear it and Oh, I hope this basic energy is not crumpled. I hope I don't foul the corner of it. And then there's just people online who would spend $1,000 a stream, probably more, probably $5,000 a stream on booster boxes and boxes, and they're just like, yeah, fuck these cards, yeah, god damn.
I couldn't do that either. I'm very slow. I open packs with Molly. We've just been kind of like opening them together because we both like to collect. She's got a whole page of just like base set Chanseys. When she sees a Chansey for like a good price or whatever, she's just like, I'm like, don't you have Chance? She's like, I want more Chanseys. So
she really fucking likes Chansey. I get it.
If there are Chanseys in the world, watch out.
Like a whole wall of Chanseys, just like from floor to ceiling.
I hope she does not watch this because she probably would.
She wants to build a whole tent made out of laminated pages of Chanseys.
This is really random. There was a listing on eBay. It was like the entire jungle set, which is the second set of Pokemon cards to ever come out in the 90s, in this giant frame. And the listing said this is for Logan Paul only. So I guess they made a listing hoping he would buy their framed jungle set for some reason.
No, it was a warning. It was a warning. If you buy it, you will turn into Logan Paul. It's a cursed set. That's the thing.
Body get better, mind get worse. I could go for it.
That's a crazy curse, man. But if you sell it to Logan Paul, you'll become Jake Paul.
So you're always a Paul?
Once a Paul, always a Paul, Wade. You know what they say.
Well, that's an appalling decision.
Like from that Jungle Book song. Something, prickly pear, something, use the paw, something.
It's like that movie, It Paulos, where if you have sex with someone, you turn them into Jake Paul.
It Paulos. All right, that's funny.
But you have to point at camera or it doesn't count.
That's funny. You want a paw or a prickly pear, and you pick a raw paw. Next time, beware. Don't pick a prickly pear by the paw. If you pick a pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a prickly pear off the big paw.
That's the song, yes. That's the one I was accurately quoting.
If I was judging, I would give that points.
Dude, I can't remember a person I spent 10 hours with 2 days ago. Like, I don't remember their name, but...
It's me, dude.
Your name was Smirt? Smirt. It was Smirt. I don't know. My like short-term memory is terrible, but like I can remember that. I could still probably recite most of the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet or the tomorrow speech. Was that Othello? Like I could just pull that shit straight out of 9th grade. I'm like, yes, I still know it. But the shit I need to remember from like yesterday, it's like it never happened. I hate the way my memory works.
Me too, man. Everybody does.
I talked to you. I started physical therapy. I don't know if I've given because we didn't do the thing last week. So I'm not having surgery on my knee. It's not a meniscus tear, no ligament damage. I have a cartilage defect on the cartilage right on my thigh bone under my kneecap. There's like a big glowy spot on the MRI, and there's just a lot of inflammation coming from that. So I'm taking an anti-inflammatory and doing like 6 weeks of physical therapy, trying to strengthen the muscle and joint or whatever. Hopefully I get to avoid surgery. I could maybe need laparoscopic to clean it up, but I'm hoping to avoid it. But nonetheless, it's nothing major. It's just a cartilage defect that was maybe already even there, and I just aggravated it. I'm not sure. I don't know how those work, but I did find all of that out. I don't know if I've given a knee update. Bob's leg update reminded me that between the two of us, we have like 2 good legs.
It's true. And they're approximately the same length. Thank God it's you and me.
Imagine if I had to donate each of you one of my legs.
We're just walking around like this.
I apologize. You're going to have to do some leg lengthening after the fact.
I'm coming for you.
What a weirdly specific but evocative way to demonstrate the height difference between us and Mark. Look what I look like with one Mark leg. We told you.
I had this weird thing today where I looked in the mirror and I was trying to decide if I'm well proportioned or if I'm too torso-y. It's like, do I have short legs and a giant torso?
It's not your torso. It's because you have a huge ass.
Oh, so when I look in the mirror in the front, all I see is my front ass.
Normally, people's asses bridge a small zone between their legs and their torso. Yours actually goes from mid-thigh to like lower back.
I like to call your build the snowman. You're a 3-ball snowman.
Nice. I'm a tripod.
You got torso, ass, and legs.
Explains why I never have any back pain, because it's just ass. There's no back.
You're like Aunt Fanny from Robots.
I've never actually seen Robots, so wow, yeah.
You haven't?
That makes sense.
It's actually very good.
I've heard and I know all the memes, and it's like got that song. You know?
That song fucking slap. Plus, you like Here Come the Mummies? I would say that song is not unrelated to the vibe that Here Come the Mummies gives. I recently showed that to James for the first time, and I hadn't watched it in like forever. And I was just sitting there with him like, oh, I love this movie.
I've never seen Robots.
Great performance from Ron Williams. Great cast. Great movie. Love it. The visuals are awesome.
Did you know that fanny in the UK is slang for vagina?
Yes, because I remember saying fanny pack, and people were like, and I was like, what? I think fanny packs are kind of weird too. And they were like, I was like, what is, you know how the UK people laugh?
Classic British laugh, yes.
And thongs or sandals?
That one's less crazy. We call them thong sandals. Like in America, you could have, I think we just say sandals a lot, but like Americans distinguish between like those are slide sandals or slides and those are like thong sandals. I feel like that's a thing here.
I get it, but aren't those kind of small to cover their whole foot? It's just like a band with a...
Aren't thongs kind of small to cover your whole ass and genitals region? I think that's the idea.
Yeah,
I think that's
correct.
the notion.
So. Wow, he's blew my mind. The whole point was Aunt Fanny is a phrase my grandparents used. We used to do like little seances at the house where like my grandpa would get like, he would set up a thing where he'd like have like invisible string connected to like plates and cups and stuff. So he would do a seance and he'd be like, spirit, if you're in the room, and like he would pull a string and a cup would like come sliding down toward us. And as kids, it blew my mind. But the spirit we always tried to contact was named Aunt Fanny. That's the only time I'd ever heard that name.
You just blew straight through the craziest part of that whole scenario.
Insane Wade lore drop just happened.
Set up seances with fucking fishing wire and bullshit. You're like, yeah, and her name was Aunt Fanny. Can you believe that?
It was weird. Your families didn't do, hold on, your families didn't do like fun little seance things?
No.
I thought that was kind of like commonplace. I just assumed
Wade's
people did that.
family. Wade's family, they're all in a circle chanting, and they start floating off the floor.
Maybe Mark and I are wrong. Subreddit, I will come look at you if you all put it out there. Is it normal to have family seance time with Grampy and Grandpa?
Okay, this happened like 3 times in my life. It wasn't like we got together once a week.
3's a lot.
That is an infinite amount of times more than it has ever happened in my life.
Yeah, we would. I'm trying to remember if they'd like. My grandma always had tons of candles because she liked candles. So I feel like we probably lit some candles. We would just sit around like the kitchen table while we were playing. My grandpa would set up this thing, yeah, where he'd have like little wires and stuff set up where he could like make things happen. I was always like, oh, the cup would slide from the cabinet to the table, and it would just blow our minds as kids. Like, oh my god, Aunt Fanny's talking to us.
Now that I have a 3-year-old, I'm like, yeah, I think James would probably think that was pretty fucking awesome. I think he would go crazy for that. But as a person who has never experienced such a thing, the fact that you thought that was just like normal is awesome.
It was just one of those things we did as a kid that, you know, you take for granted, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
I wonder how many things I did that I was like, yeah, everyone probably does this, that like no one does.
Was this the only ritual that occurred, or were there other things with knives and blood?
How many goats did you sacrifice a year? Was your average?
6, probably.
Low.
We only sacrificed goats, I think, twice. But it was about 6 times each.
6 sacrifices each? What the fuck's going on with these goats?
Yeah, 6 sacrifices per goat. We'd slaughter them, we'd stitch them back together, CPR, slaughter them again, you know.
Mm-hmm. It's infinite food glitch. It's really weird, you know.
I don't know. The seance is probably one of the weirder ones, but like I don't know, the Aunt Fanny thing triggered it because I was like, I never even met Aunt Fanny. Why are we trying to talk to her? But my grandparents were always like, no, we're contacting Aunt Fanny. I was just like, okay, well, I don't know who she is, but you guys maybe she died a long time ago. Maybe I just never met her.
It all makes sense when you say it all together.
And what year was this when this occurred?
This is the 90s. I don't know.
Like you were like a little-ish kid?
1890s? Wait, which century?
No, 1990s. I was probably like between like 6 and 10. So
what's the guy's name from 30 Rock? Who's an immortal being?
Brendan Fraser. That's not it.
Kenneth. You know Kenneth, right? Kenneth.
I think I saw one episode of 30 Rock ever, and it was probably when I was 10.
No, he's canonically an immortal being in the show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's actually been around forever. Like, legitimately, that's not an exaggeration. Like, there's like an end of the series episode where he's doing an episode from the year, like 1,000 years in the future, and he's still there. And somehow 30 Rock is still there. Anyway.
Oh, I was thinking Third Rock from the Sun. I never saw 30 Rock.
I never saw a lot of it, but, you know.
Okay. I was like, wait, 2006. That doesn't sound right. Third Rock from the Sun's what I'm thinking of with John Lithgow. I was thinking of John Lithgow.
Wait, who was the kid in that show? Was that Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He was in it. Yeah.
He was like the young guy in that show, right?
Yep.
What are we talking about? Is this an episode of a podcast?
It was, well, there's a whole thing had prepared, but we didn't do any small talk for Mark's Perfectest Crime, so we just been kind of catching up.
I feel like every time this happens, I believe less and less that you actually had an episode prepared. That you come in and you're like, I'll just get him really going in small talk. And then after about half an hour, I'll be like, oh, I had a really great I had a whole thing written out and I had all this stuff.
I could not plan for Mark to drown himself, betray GoPro. I didn't plan on you going to the hospital or breaking your foot.
That was like, my thing was like 3 minutes. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Subreddit, how many times has this exact scenario occurred?
Thanks, subreddit.
Here's what I was going to talk about. We're over halfway now through 2026.
Good.
This year's had some ups, had some downs, but overall, it's been a kind of frustrating year for me, at least. But I have a list here of some things that I thought were good and bad from 2026. And I didn't know if you guys had anything particularly you want to talk about for the year, but otherwise I was going to go through and we were going to try to solve some of the bad. Not all of it's 2026 specific, but I think it's been, what's what I'm looking for? It's gotten worse this year, or it's like a bigger thing. The good stuff is all, I think, mostly this year. At least it's still true as of this year. So I'll just go through. Getting into Pokemon card collecting, I've had a couple of different scam things happen where one of them was expertly done, where I got scammed and was just impressed with how thoroughly they did their job. The big problem with Pokemon card collecting right now, and probably a lot of things, is scalping. Dude, the scalping, people buying shit and just buying tons of it and then immediately relisting it for 10 times the price online is just the fucking worst. My original intent was for us to go through and we're just going to solve scalping, but if we don't have time, I just want to talk about it. Do you guys have things like you try to collect where scalping's a problem? I know sports tickets and Pokemon cards are two things I've encountered it heavily in.
I don't do them actively. I don't collect particular. If I do collect stuff, it's old enough and niche enough that no one's fighting me for it. I'm very proud of my collection of Top Gear DVDs and Blu-rays, because I think I literally own every episode and the mini series or whatever, the special episode. I think I own everything that you can own of Top Gear. I don't think anyone's fighting me over that in the aisle at Target. I do think the sporting events and concert ticket situation is out of hand, and I think I only do that very rarely, but it always sucks because it's why do you even have prices on the website? What are we doing here? Because the tickets go on sale for a game, a concert in a specific location, whatever. They're gone in an instant, and then they're 3 times the price, it feels like. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but this is a known problem. But then, there was a whole thing. There was a whole, lawsuit. There was stuff done, and everyone in government of the people, the authorities were like, all right, guys, we solved scalping. So that's fixed now. So just go back to buying tickets and going and enjoying your concerts and your football games and stuff. And it's not. Nothing maybe it changed the dynamic of how it is to be a scalper, but didn't fix shit. I don't understand why it's so hard. Technically, I understand it's hard to prevent people, especially if they're buying stuff online, to be like, well, you're clearly the same person, even though you have a different IP, a different account, a different credit card, whatever. I get that it's hard to discern that maybe for the companies selling stuff. Why can't we deal with this? What needs to happen? Because it is awful. I want to go to one concert or football game a year, maybe. And every time I think about it, I'm like, God, I don't fucking want to deal with buying tickets and being worried I'm going to get scammed and they're not actually selling tickets or paying. I just won't go. I don't care that much.
I have the solution. As always, Markiplier's coming in with the big fix. Everyone's going to have all their problems of scalping solved. First, we create a national registry of all online users. They submit their ID, their birth certificate, their passport, and all of their necessary residential financial information. And we house them in a Ticketmaster only accessible database so that they run the gambit of everybody. We can trust them, right? We can trust them. So they have everyone's ID. Right? They know everyone's age, they know who they are, and they can see how many people are in your family. So they know the limit. They'll customize the limit based on you and your extended family. Not that extended. Let's say first cousins only.com.
Wait, what do we sell?
Sorry, got distracted.
Ooh, man, what a callback.
I just remembered cousinsonly.com. So, whoa, I'll get the callback point. There we go.
Was that a Three Peens callback? That's an old callback.
That is a long time ago.
See, if they know who everyone is, then they will not be able to sell it to someone who's undeserving of that ticket, right? Scalpers will all get exposed. And I think the only publicly accessible information will be those who have scalped. So it'll identify anyone who in the past have bought more than 10 tickets or whatever of their extended family. God help them if they had more kids later in life, but bought a bunch before they're done for, right? So it'll, I think public executions would be very fashionable in this. They already have the stadiums for it. We can sell tickets to the public and no scalpels will go there because if anyone tries to scalp them, right on stage.
Yeah, immediate sentence, immediate execution.
Yes, I think we should put the judicial branch into Ticketmaster. I believe that they are trustworthy enough to make those decisions.
Sure.
Or just limiting accounts to like where they can only sell a certain thing like 2 times a year or something. Because like if someone buys tickets to a sporting event and something comes up and you have to cancel and you're like, well, I've got these 5 tickets I'm not going to use. I guess I'll, resell. Like that'd be fine. But you're not, if you have that happen more than 2 to 3 times in a year, then like, so maybe like limiting things like that where it's like, okay, well, it's less profitable for scalpers to do it because they're really only limited how much they can do. I don't know why with cards that would be the case. Like, well, I bought this Pokemon ETB. Now I don't want it. So I'll resell it for 3 times the price. Maybe you could do that like once a year.
This might be controversial, but number one, I like Mark's idea the best. And I have a follow-up on that. Yes. Number 2, I'm certainly not in favor of people who scalp Pokemon cards or other collectibles and ruin it. But I do think there's kind of a difference between concert tickets or sporting event tickets and collectibles, sort of the purpose of which is maybe to collect it for personal value, like you just like something, you collect it. But also, I think a large proportion of people who collect any sort of collectible track the value of what they have, right?
I don't mind individual cards. I'm about the sealed products.
I mean, that's true, but I just feel like there's some level of difference where it's like, well, it is sort of meant to be bought and then sold at a higher price potentially, right? That's sort of the deal. It still sucks. But I think Mark is right, and I'm going to put on my conspiracy theory hat, which is invisible, and just say, Mark is talking about like we should implement a new system. Can we just be so for real and say there definitely already are profiles of basically anyone who uses the internet for anything that the companies trade behind the scenes like little real person trading cards? They know who we are. I'm confident that these big companies with access to all of the metadata on a specific user's like internet activity can look at a transaction and be like, oh, Gary's buying 30 more Taylor Swift Eras Tour tickets. Man, that guy sucks. They know. If you're going to keep records like that on us anyway, use them for good. Use that shit to shut scalpers down and be like, look, we know this is you. We know you've bought 100 tickets in the last 3 years. There's a limit now. You may buy 2 tickets. You're welcome. Like, fuck, if they're going to keep those stupid fucking secret profiles, no matter how careful you are with your data, if you buy things online, if you use social media, they totally know. They know. They just do. They have like a profile on every single person who's ever touched the internet.
Everyone knows this is something that they do. And like Facebook denied it for years, but then it was basically admitted that they are listening in on conversations. They're turning on the phone's microphones. They know all that stuff. I Googled a new stove, right? Which is something that I've never really done because ours was like our burners kind of like going out a bit. So I was like, oh, I'll Google a new stove. And then we're watching TV later and we're watching on an app where we have some ads. Never have I had a stove ad in my fucking life. I've never had a stove ad ever. Every ad in the ad break was a stove ad. Different brands too. Buy a stove. You want a stove? Oh, get this stove.
Dude, I'm getting that like Facebook. I see Pokemon cards and stuff because I've been looking. Yeah,
It's crazy.
I know that like for legal reasons, they're not going to admit this. The corporations are never, because they would potentially get in some sort of trouble. But I think it would buy more goodwill for corporations. Don't put shit on sale that you've already artificially jacked the prices up. Don't lie to us. If they were just like, look, you guys know in your heart of hearts, we do. We have that. Those things you think we have those. So as a form of repayment, we're going to use these online profiles we keep basically without your consent, or without your knowing consent. We're going to shut down scalpers. No one's going to be able to scalp shit. Ugh. Like if a company did that, one, I would not be surprised, because I'm like, clearly I've bought into that conspiracy or whatever you call it. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. If they were just honest and we're like, and we're going to use that information to just do you a solid, I'd be like, fuck, well, if I have to engage with, heartless evil corporations, I guess you're at the top of the list. At least you guys are honest. And I appreciate that you're like, we're going to fuck you, but also we'll give you a little something. Like, fine, great.
My one pushback to anything you said is the collectibles thing. Pokemon cards for adults are definitely like that, but like there was a value as a kid in getting Pokemon cards and just getting to fuck around with them, put one in like your bike spokes, or actually like I played with them. I would like lay them face down and pretend I was like Ash and I was going around finding wild Pokemon. I'd encounter one and then like I'd have my evolution cards like, oh my god, I get to evolve my Charmander because we won 3 battles. And like I fucked around with it. Nowadays it's like, I feel like if you see a kid with Pokemon cards doing that, you're like, oh god, that could have been a PSA 10 worth $30. Oh, these cards were $100 a pack. Why are you playing with them? Put them in sleeves. Look at them. For collectors, it's good, but like, I don't know, Pokemon cards for kids should still be a thing.
This is why kids need to get this shit and play with it aggressively. Don't let there be PSA 10s. Have every Charizard in existence be all crumpled up and folded and torn from that one time your little sibling stole your binder. Fuck, do shit. Come on, kids. I know you listen to this. Go play with your toys. Ruin them.
I'm gonna do that thing a lot of our friends like. So I've been hanging out with Kat and Logan, our friends here in Cincinnati, and going to like some of these Pokemon things. We went to a card show at Eastgate Mall, which is not far from where we went to school in Milford. And Logan bought this ancient Mew card. I think overall it's like $100 card, but he got it for $1 because it's in such bad condition. And he was super excited. He's like, I'm going to send this in for grading, and I hope I get a 1 out of 10. He's hoping for the lowest possible grade on this real shitty card. And one of the vendors was like, I'll run it over for you if you want. Like, people were like trying to help him ruin the card to make it worth. Because some people out there, they want 9s or 10s, or they want 1s. Like, nothing in between. The 1s have a value, then it drops down, and then it like 8.5, 9, it like goes up again or something. So he's like, I really want this shitty card to be a 1, and everyone's like, I'll help you make it a 1. It was some spit. Like, I don't know. It's just really funny. He spent $1 on this card, was super excited about it. So fucking terrible. It's all crinkled and awful. Oh god, it hurts my soul to look at it. But
that sounds great. I love that.
Let me jump over to one of the positives of the year. I thought, so the World Cup's over, FIFA World Cup's over, right? I never really paid attention to the World Cup my entire life. This year I kind of did. I didn't watch the games, but like I checked on the scores of the different games. I knew who was like in the gold boot competition, like who was scoring points. I was looking at people talking about like, oh, which teams are favorite? How's the US doing and stuff. I know we hosted it in the US, so maybe there was just more press coverage because of that this year. But I thought at least in the United States, a lot of people were at least tangentially aware or talking about the World Cup compared to my recollection of years past. And seeing people come to the US, and I think we talked about this on the show, people like, dude, this city in Alabama is really cool. Oh my God, I love the US. I went to this place, like it's not as bad as I thought here in random town in Illinois or whatever. Like, I don't know, like maybe it's again biased because it was here and there was a lot more coverage of it, but like I felt like there was a lot more positive vibes coming from the tournament and from just people's experience with soccer and with, I don't know, the event and the places it was held and stuff. And I don't know, I thought that was a nice, positive, heartwarming 2026 thing.
It was nice. Yeah. I mean, I saw a bunch of videos like that too. Just really, really nice. I usually, it makes our hardened hearts go a little bit soft in terms of like, yeah, America could be great. It is. But I won't say that phrase, it could be great. And period. And that's it.
It's like, what phrase? What are you talking? Oh.
But yeah, no, it's fun to see.
I totally agree with you.
Did you guys keep up? I don't think any of us went to any games, but did you guys keep up with it at all or watch any games?
A little bit. I knew who was playing in the final.
I didn't watch a whole game the whole time. And can I just say, this is not exclusive to soccer, and it's probably because I'm an outsider. The acting that goes into the fouls and the whole like economy within the game of pretending you got hurt, holding your knee, writhing around, the whole like discourse, I don't know what you call it, the whole culture of it in soccer looks so silly to me. It's like that in all sports. It's like that in the NBA. It's like that in the NHL a fair amount. It's like that in all professional sports. This is not a soccer only thing, but it's just in soccer, something about it reads as extra hilarious to me, because it'll be like two guys who run casually near each other and clearly don't touch, and one guy just like does a front flip and is like, go fight, is holding his knee like he got shot, and then the ref will come over and be like, no, play on, and he stands up and is like, fuck, I tried, God, and runs away. And it's like, that like ruins sports for me. When that shit happens in any sport, I'm immediately like, God, I fucking hate those. Like, I hate that player that did that. I understand it's part of the game, but the soccer ones are, because in hockey, it's like, at least you're pretending he hit you in the face with a hard wooden stick. Or even in the NBA, there's a lot of flopping and bullshit, but it's like, you're pretending you just got elbowed in the face, which would definitely hurt. In soccer, it's like, what are you pretending? You're pretending he bumped into you harder than it seemed like he did? Oh, no. I know I'm underselling it, and I'm not a soccer fan, so this is all bullshit. But like, it just, whenever that happens in sports, it ruins it completely for me. And every moment I watched soccer, I'd watch for like 5 minutes, and then some crazy bullshit would happen, and I'd immediately be like, okay, that's enough sports.
The one that drives me the most crazy is actually in basketball. And I don't know if this still counts as a foul. I think it does. If someone goes to the 3-point line and they fake a shot and the other guy jumps, you then jump into the guy that jumped, and the foul is on the guy in the air. It's like, oh, you shouldn't have jumped. You shouldn't have tried to go for the block. This guy then jumped into you, which means you fouled him. That pisses me off so much. It's like, why can't he jump? Go around him. He's in the air. Your opportunity is to move around now. Why is jumping into him the thing that basketball is like? Brilliant, Jerry! Jump into him! We'll get the call! I don't know why I'm turning into like Seinfeld. That wasn't the Jerry I was originally going for, but...
You gotta go for the epic rap battles guy a bit more. He actually has his fingers in everything.
Epic basketball fouls of history!
But yeah, like a lot of the rest of the World Cup was really great, and it was fun to see.
Flopping's annoying. It's annoying in every sport. I agree with you.
It's in all sports, and it always pisses me off, but that's not a soccer thing.
It's weird because like a lot of the times you'll see like the foul that's definitely not a foul, and then you'll see someone get absolutely fucking clobbered and no one does anything about it. Someone's like tripped, knocked down, stomped on, punched in the face, and they're like, play on. And then someone brushes past someone, like you said, someone goes flying back like they just got hit by Thanos, and it's like, definitely a foul. That's how real human physics works. Red card, get out.
Yeah, no, there's so many. I know they're all one-offs, so there's so many examples of that where there's like a player, there's clips of soccer players getting just fucking pummeled. Like there's a guy who tackles him, there's a guy who like grabs it, he goes through like 4 dudes and he's getting just beaten the whole time, and then he goes and keeps going and scores a goal anyway, and it's like, none of that counted. But okay, I mean, he scored a goal, so good. He did really well, I guess, but
soccer bringing us all together, as we can tell.
I mean, maybe I'm underestimating. I feel like most sports fans probably fall in that camp. Is there anyone, subreddit, answer my questions today. Is there anyone out there who watches sports and is like, oh, that was a great dive. He really earned that penalty for the team. I'm glad this is part of the sport I enjoy. I feel like every sports fan is like, just play. Just stand. Just don't fall down. Just keep playing. Come on, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy, but.
Another bad. Okay, PlayStation announced they were doing away with physical game copies in like 2 years. Physical game copies, I still have like 2 boxes of DVDs in the other room. I never watch them, but I'm glad I own them. And I feel like console players, especially, like one of the things about console is you got a disc or a cartridge or something. And I don't know, there's something fun about that. I get they take up space, but also like if you ever want to put game in now, there's a whole thing to be said about like you must connect to online services or else you can't play a game. That's annoying. But at least owning a physical game, I don't know, feels good. Taking away that choice and knowing that a lot of companies are like, hey, by the way, all those games you owned on PS3, well, PS3 service is gone. So where's your game library? That's fucking bullshit, man. And the whole like, do you actually own something if it can just be snapped away?
You do not.
You do not know.
It depends in what sense you want to talk about it, because yeah, legally you do own a thing. What you own is the right to a license as long as they permit it. That's just not a valuable thing. And you pay the same amount for that, at least when it was an option. You pay the same amount of that for that as you did when you bought a physical disc that you physically had in your possession that you still didn't really own, because they could probably remotely disable your ability to play their game if you had a disc. on the modern consoles.
Yeah.
But at least you own something that has like shit. It's physical matter. But
I guarantee the PlayStation move is it's one of those 2 steps forward, 1 step back thing, or 1 step forward, 2 steps back, whatever way you want to look at it, where they say we're going to discontinue all discs, and then the outrage builds up, and they're going to like, okay, all right, well, it's expensive, so we're going to charge more for discs. And boom, suddenly it's commonplace because, of course, they want more money. And of course, there's going to be collector's editions. And of course, it's going to be an option because if people, they know they're not stupid. They're not that stupid. They're stupid sometimes. A lot of these companies are stupid, but they're not that stupid because they know that human psychology is like, you just have to show them something outrageous that they'll definitely reject and then pull it back, quote unquote, but you've moved the goalpost. And now, instead of it just being about like, oh yeah, no, there's no disc, it's like, okay, well, at least we have some disc. I'd be willing to pay however many dollars more for the disc edition. And it's just like, it's a bunch of bullshit. It actually isn't.
EA is doing something similar with microtransactions in Madden 20 or NCAA football. I think it was Madden 27. There's like so you can play like their card collecting edition where you go and you buy online packs and you get cards for their ultimate team. And that was always like you could spend real money to do. But then they've had like online and offline Dynasty, and then Road to Glory where you make like a single player and you only play as that player on the thing. In 27, they added microtransactions for those where you can speed up progress, or you can make it to where you earn more experience. Features that were actually just by default in the game last year and years prior.
yeah, weren't those just settings previously in large part?
Now you can slow it down or make it normal, but in order to speed it up, you have to pay for their microtransactions. So a lot of the football content creators have like united, and they're all like making videos about how they're protesting. They won't work with EA directly anymore. They're refusing sponsorships and stuff because they're pissed off about that, because they feel like they were misled. And then apparently EA let out a statement like, hey, we're rolling this back. We're going to take it out of the game. And then I think that was also apparently a mislead where they were like, well, we're going to change it, but there's still going to be some transactions. The whole thing seems like a fucking nightmare, but it's another one of those things like Mark was saying with we're going to make it outrageous. And then whenever we actually get to what we really want, you guys are going to accept it because it feels like a good compromise.
Until we get to the point where people can push a button and materialize whatever they want, like Star Trek, I don't think we're ever going to get away from corporate greed.
It turns out it's really hard to make infinitely increasing profits without somebody really getting fucked. It also turns out that the ones who are responsible for making the infinitely increasing profits get to choose who that is. Almost like there's a flaw inherent to that setup.
Just wait till they discover this concept where money isn't actually a real thing and value is inherent to like how much it's worth, and it only works when it circulates. So all these goddamn gold hoarding dragons are actually hurting everything by not having the money flow back into the fight. The only way it works, the Three Stooges things, where it's like, you owe me 10, here's 10, you owe me 10, 10. That's how it works. That's the actual fundamental value of how it works. Everyone made money, everyone paid everyone back, everyone that is how the system works. But if there's just a money trap occurring at the bottom of it, it doesn't fucking work. The system will break.
It's getting a little rickety. All right, let's move into a couple quick positives, then I'll wrap up. Have you guys heard of Spogomi?
Nope.
This better be a Chef Boyardee new invention, or I'm out of here. I want to eat spagomis so bad. I already have it in my head.
Apparently there was, I don't remember where this took place at. The city was called Loughborough, Loughborough.
Oh my God, wait. No, hold on. Wait, pause. I've got the visual. Please don't ruin this for me. It's like little raviolis, but they look like cannolis with little sausage inside and a little roll, and it's a can full of them, just like Chef Boyardee spagomis.
I'm going to ruin this for you in just a moment.
Oh, no.
Dude, I can't wait for the Super Mario Spagomis to come out.
There was a competition for different groups in Loughborough, I think it's pronounced Loughborough, to collect litter. So I think Gomi, I'm not sure what's language, but Gomi is like litter and Spo is sport, so it's sport litter. So different groups went around like collecting litter in this town, and whoever collected the most won, and that was like the competition. And I think the winning team collected like 28 kilograms of litter, but overall, in one afternoon, 281 kilograms of litter were just cleared from this place. I don't know what the prizes and stuff were, but apparently like it was good, it was enjoyable, it was really good for the environment and stuff. And so that might be like a thing that's spreading around as these like spagomi competition type thing. But like,
I'm seeing that this is Japanese. The word for trash in Japanese is gomi, and spo is like sport.
I'm not sure where Loughborough is. I don't think that's in Japan. Loughborough sounds more like European.
What I'm seeing is that this has been taking off, and they have a Spagomi World Cup held in Japan that has qualifying teams from around the world. So
yeah, I saw the one in Loughborough, and that's where I came up with it. But I did see that it was like apparently becoming more popular and kind of going global. I didn't see the exact origin, but that's the one I heard about. I thought that was a positive. 2026 people getting rid of more litter seems like a good thing.
Yeah, well, as long as this isn't a thing where it's like, okay, we put out litter so that it's a fair playing field. So we covered this whole area in equally spread out, completely fair.
This is not a Mr. Beast video, I hope. I dropped 10 tons of litter. Now watch as 500 contestants compete for $10 million to clean it up.
We bought 50 sea turtles and 100 tons of plastics. Last sea turtle standing wins $3 million and this Ford Fiesta.
Like the turkey pardoning, but Mr. Beast sea turtle event, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, this video doesn't exist. I hope we're not giving him an idea.
Oh, yeah, he watches this podcast for sure.
Where's inspiration? Another one, I think this was this year. Artemis 2 was this year, right? Going like further than humans had ever gone in space.
It was. I'm not an expert, but I believe the whole, once they were done with their launch and corrections, I believe they had no thrust input. It was a fully gravity maneuver to get all the way out around the moon and back, which is pretty sick. I'm sure that any rocket scientist is like, it's not that sick. It's pretty easy, actually. It's just calculations, but it's very cool.
I know, Mark, you're not a big fan of the moon, but like overall, I think you like space.
Maybe they flicked it off when they went by.
I love the moon, guys.
Wait, we jumped timelines. Wait, it's all different here. Wait.
No, I've always liked the moon. No. I've always liked the moon, and I like not having ownership of the moon. But no one should own the moon. No one owns the moon. No one owns the moon.
I can't do that. I'll break my audio setup. I'd pound with you, but I can't.
Sorry, I have a strict no chanting rule just in general.
There's like the fifth chant. No one's joined me on the chant. No one owns the moon.
Fifth chant today?
I just did a row, for Andy. All right, here we go. I'll count it down, guys. 3, 2, 1. No one owns the moon.
Is that what you wanted?
I had a bit more here, but we are getting a little low on time because we do have a thing we got to do. So I'm going to wrap there. I'll do points, and we'll do the wheels. I got through some of my topics. That was good. I had a topic for today.
Sure, yeah.
You guys think Wade just knows Spagomi? I didn't know Spagomi. I had to look up Spagomi.
I am kind of with Mark. I'm a little disappointed it's not a thing I could eat.
As of right now, Mark, you lost a point for being mean about me getting a sponsor. You got a point for We All GoPro. You got a point for breathing water reflex. I found that funny. You got a point for us turning into Pauls. We're all Pauls, apparently. The Jake Paul, Logan Paul thing. Privacy gone. Scalpers 2 point. Bob said you were right at one point, but multiple times Bob said you were right, so you got a point for that.
He was very right today.
You like the moon? Point. And the moon chant point. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points minus 1, so you got 7 points right now. Bob, you got a point for your foot being bad. Oh, you got 3 hospital pity points.
All right.
I forgot that there were 3 points right there.
Yeah.
You got a point for being my Pokemon boy, because you're also collecting like me. That made me happy. I don't get to relate with you guys very often with the different hobbies we have, so it's exciting that I got one. It was a little guppy. I got one.
You don't even like Ryobi Days? I feel like you were also appreciative of Ryobi Days.
Ryobi Days is what's up. I love Ryobi Days.
I enjoyed your guys' love of Ryobi Days. I've never bought a Ryobi Days thing.
Are you wait? Are you invested in a battery system as far as power tools go, or are you still on the market? Are you still like a free agent kind of thing?
Are you asking me?
Yes. I know. Mark has.
I have like a screwdriver and a hammer.
Okay, so you're open.
So you need to get Ryobi then. You need to be a 1+ boy.
It is still Ryobi Days right now. You still can get Ryobi Days.
There aren't many days where I find that I need a power tool.
The more power tools you have, the more times you'll find that you need them. I guarantee it.
I gotta replace a couple lights, I guess. But do I need a tool for that? I think just
Yeah, why do it by hand?
Even if you're not going to use it, just bring it and sit it next to you, and it'll make everything go a little more smoothly.
You got a point for too much ass. Concert game? No, because the scalpers. You got the companies use data for good point. Sports flopping bad point. Talking about how we own temporary licenses and explaining how that worked versus us owning real games and actual copies point. And explaining the science behind Artemis point. So you got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 2 more for the hospital pity. So you have 10 points right now. So it's 10 to 7.
All right, come on, witness protection. Come on, 3 witness protection points.
We need number of wheel spins.
Today will be the day it will give us 1 spin, because of course it will.
Oh, damn.
All right, 2 spins.
You got 2 shots to find some magic. It's certainly not off the table. Wade, what are we adding?
This is going to be the Oprah Winfrey point. You don't have to write Oprah Winfrey, but this is the everybody gets a point. If you currently have a score, you get a point.
Interesting. But only if they have a score.
Only if you already have a score on here.
This way, everybody in the world doesn't get a point, because that would make the spreadsheet very hard.
Yeah, if you're on the list, you get a point.
There. Everyone who currently has any points gets a point.
So be careful. If we talk about like Hitler, don't accidentally give like Hitler negative points for sucking, because this might give him a point. And then reverse golf rules and stuff. It'd be like, it'd be awkward.
Yeah. A posthumous Hitler win would be crazy for this podcast.
That would be shocking.
We would blow up on social media if like Hitler just won a podcast episode. You guys heard of Distractible?
There's 117 things.
Even maximized on my monitor, it's hard to read these damn slices.
I have it on a huge monitor and I still can't really read it. Stuff.
GoPro.
Why couldn't I think of things that I know so many things Mark likes?
I was trying and I was like, wait, I'm not competing. This is not for me to compete for once.
It took me a second to even realize that was something that was a quick.
I overcommitted and could not remember chicken and dumplings. That's what I was trying to get out. And my brain was like, dumpling, pot stickers, soup dumplings.
My luck, I would have said something that first came to mind. It would have been something I don't like. But, all right.
Thankfully, you had time to think of something you like.
Well, as long as Mark doesn't get, like, more than 2 points, nothing bad can happen to me.
We'll find out.
Hey!
Damn.
Tallest.
Damn.
That would be me, even with my messed up foot.
Bob, you win. Would you like to give us a winner speech?
Yeah. It feels like it's been a minute since I won, but because I know how many times I have won so far this season, I know that's really not true. It's just because we only do 1 a week now, so there's just more time in between, so it's good. It feels good to win. Always does. I do it a lot. I've been here before, so I'm gonna act like I've been here before. Mark put up a good fight, and I basically cheated by getting hospitalized and having an infection that threatened both my life and my foot. I'm not gonna not take points for that, so
I think trips to the hospital do typically earn points, so.
I lived.
Mark, you get the silver medal today.
I was really banking on that witness protection thing. I put all of my eggs in that basket. I set up this entire new area just so I could have that. You can even see the dolly still there with things loaded on there that haven't even. I might as well just pack it all up, and I think it's best if I just announce my retirement from the podcast at this point. In shame. How do you with prejudice? Which way is
disgracefully discharged?
Yeah, disgracefully discharged.
All right, well, congrats on that, and I look forward to you being gone, I guess. Can't wait.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
It'd be really awkward whenever there's one host and one competitor. I don't know how that's going to work, but as they say, the show must go on. But contractually, I'll have to see you next week, because I think you're here for at least the next 10 lifetimes, according to our deal. That we don't get paid for. just our deal, our group deal.
This is more like our deal with the devil type deal, not our business deal. It's different.
All right, well, congrats again, Bob. Bob will host next week, where I'm sure something will happen, probably. That's the way these episodes work. In the meantime, go follow these guys, Mark at Markiplier, Bob at... Someone said Bob-a-Plier. Bob at MySkerm, Minion77, or Lord Minion777.
I should have been Bob-a-Plier, you're right.
Keep adding to the bounties, which all 3 of us are equally participating and working on, and we'll see you next time. Until then, podcast out.